Ayiesa, Ayiesa, Kissea Ayiesa, 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 Kissea Ayiesa, 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 Kissea Ayiesa, 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 Ayiesa. Warning to that one that stole. I'm saying 49 million, I believe, $1 million it is. Maybe the equivalent of that was what was stolen from the Nigerian pocket, a certain politician. But I'm saying the figure of figures, $49 million. And the message was, that person, you based your life only on earth here. You did not factor in that you will live here at some point and you'll stand before your maker, the maker of heaven and earth. Now the curtain is going to close upon you. Your time is coming to an end on this earth. That money will not secure where you're going. It will not make you get into the good books or good recommendation for the better life or a reward from the Almighty God. You thought your life will only be on this earth, and so you thought you will embezzle, you'll steal at the expense and the suffering and the poverty of the masses, but your life will be required of you. You embezzler, you only based your life on this earth, on the physical. He's coming for you. He said, Kissea Ayiesa, 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 Kissea Ayiesa, Ayiesa, Ayiesa. It's the same for everyone that's accumulating and amassing all the wealth and all the money, storing it in different storage units and banks, all for this life. There are people that are suffering. There are people that are begging, not knowing where their next meal will come from. Excuse me, while you're there amassing all these monies, like you're going to live forever. But a lot of you, your life will be required of you this year 2024,
from this year
and what will
going
become
forward.
of all the wealth that you've amassed for yourself and your family. You only thought one way, yourself. But life, you'll soon find out, is beyond, way beyond this physical realm. The life and the time that we spend here is so short compared to eternity. And one without God, you haven't even imagined. You cannot even comprehend how long, eternal indeed, that life is once you've gone past the physical. Sure, how sad you'll soon find you trampled on people. No empathy, just stole and accumulated, thinking about you only. Their monies, you'll soon be gone, and the monies will be transferred, taken by another. I pray that it gets in the hand of a just man, a just woman, one who fears God and has regard for man. And the money will be used judiciously for help to others, to those that need. Kissea Ayiesa, Ayiesa, Kissea Ayiesa, 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 Ayiesa. And some of you, you find it strange. You hear the song playing few hours, maybe minutes, moments, just before you exit this world. You hear this song playing from a distance, and it's saying, yeah, it's calling at you. And they might just drop. Some might be at an airport, and they'll drop. Some might just get out of bed, and they'll slump. The same way a lot of the poor, suffering Nigerians have been slumming on the road, going about their business or businesses. I hear that it's almost the norm now in some cities in Nigeria. Young people going about their work, their jobs, their businesses, and they just slump. And they say, oh, it was heart attack. Why? Thinking, some muttering to themselves beforehand. What were they saying? Probably wondering, how do I pay my child's school fees? How do I feed my family? How do I cope another day? Well, you, that wealthy politician that made your money at the backs of those suffering people. It happened in the Bible. You're going to be an example of, or a continuation, another story, like what had happened with King Herod that did not give God the praise. He took it on himself. And what happened? He slumped. When people started to say, oh, he's like a god, down he went, and the worms fed on him. You're going to be next. You're going to be next. You're not a god. The monies you've stolen hasn't elevated you beyond the human status. That the earth has received their blood. That blood is crying out for justice and judgment, and you'll go the same way. You'll learn by experience. The only difference in your case is that as you learn by those experiences, it won't give you the opportunity to make things right because you've had a long enough rope and you did nothing. It's calling at you. Eternity is calling at you. You leave this physical world, step into the other side where you will not exist in the physical anymore. And you stand before your Maker and you tell him what you've done, what you did with the time, the life, the opportunities and all that he gave to you here to do what is right, to change. You heard the warnings, you heard the pleas, the cries of people, but you turned a deaf ear, or deaf ears, blind eyes, and thought, no, I'll just keep accumulating. It's my time. I'll do all that I can now for my own enjoyment. You hear the song, it will usher you in to the other side of life. And what a discovery when you find that what it profits a man when that gains the whole world and loses his soul is a time of torment. A time of torment indeed. What shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his soul? Kissea Ayiesa, 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 Kissea Ayiesa, Ayiesa, Ayiesa. And for this particular person with this amount, it doesn't sound like that's the biggest or highest amount that's been stolen. It's probably even your first time stealing such an amount. You got into office and you thought, hey, this is my time, this is my chance. this money is right in front of me, I'll take it. And judgment calls for you not long after that. And people will probably say, but there are other people that have done worse. Hey, God's parameters is different. This person, maybe there's some history, maybe there's something that happened in your life that should have cautioned you not to go in the way of the robbers and the thieves and the looters. But you had your chance. Maybe you made a promise to God, even God, if you give me this position, I'll use it well. But you went in and did otherwise, and judgment comes at you straight away. That's just the way it is. So, if you're that person and that temptation is calling, it hasn't happened yet, and I hope you hear this song by Revelation and don't do it, because that will be the first and the last time monies of the innocent and the suffering will get into your hand. Don't do it. And if you have already, then hey, your time is soon up.